Real 16 TV. It's because OP here back with another reaction. This time I'm reacting to Charleston White speaking on why he talked about Boosie and T.I.'s kids that way. It's on the DJ Academics podcast, so we'll start the screen recording. 3, 2, 1, go. I know my finger didn't hit
You're
two.
big into psychology and what's going on. A kid growing up in a privileged environment, T.I. has made at least over $100 million in his career. Mansions on mansions, butlers, probably everything, any amenity that you would say, well, it's an environment
been rich since I was like 6.
Molded him to be this way. This kid wouldn't have this
rubber band, man.
T.I., you gotta understand, T.I. he was young for a while and he was gangster promoting the gangsterism. So he was fighting little flips. So his kids go pick up all the negative attributes before he grew up. So this is what we forget as parents. Nigga, from 0 to 5, we irresponsible. We smoking weed.
Yeah.
We got porn.
0 to 5, 1 to 7 is stasis. Your brain, it's hypnosis basically. And from 1 to 7 years old, everything you see, everything you watch, you're gonna pick up on it slowly. You're gonna gain little habits. The only way to stop them habits is repetition. Well, not stop them, but the only way to find new habits after 7 is repetition. If you want to believe something, you have to continuously say it. If you type that in, you'll find
we got all kinds of shit going on at the house.
I'm sure.
From 0 to 5. Them kids they memory is like elephants. We forgetting what we done, cause we.
Yeah, but that's not your reality though.
But it is. But is T.I. reality? Hold on, T.I. went to prison, homie. How many times he went to prison?
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about from a kid growing up, right? Like you.
Hold on, we talking about T.I.'s son. Think about this.
Right, okay.
T.I. How many times he was?
All right, I'm gonna pause it one more time because what DJ Academics is trying to say is T.I.'s son didn't grow up in an environment that necessarily yields a type of individual that acts the way he acts. But at the same time, we are talking about, I watched my dad who was a gangster, who had money, you know what I'm saying? I have money too, you know what I'm saying? He gonna think he Tariq. Does that make sense? Boosie's son and blah 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 son, they basically think they Tariq. Per se. Not think they Tariq, they are a version of Tariq. You know what I'm saying? They no different than Lil Meech's dad's different because he was full on just straight with the business. But it's generally the same principle.
Of his kid's life.
Yeah.
They gonna want to be like
definitely acting up as an adult.
So the first 10 years of that, 12 years of that boy life, T.I. was the absent father, just like the street nigga.
I might have put some extra scientific shit on there, but generally he's saying the same shit.
Kids are trying to live up to their daddy's image, overreacting,
which is
over masculinity, playing gangster, because he really ain't gangster. It's the displaced anger. Come on now. So now when he get it together, when we get our life together, the kids 16, 17 now. You can't tell them nothing now because now they're going through the rebellious stage of adolescence.
Should we give them
at this point, I kind of don't give a fuck, but I'm glad my dad's around. I see what he's saying.
We give them grace, but the white man shooting them and killing them. The judge giving them 75 years. The rappers misleading them. We giving them grace at home. But in our communities, but they running rapid in our communities. They disrespect the young niggas, disrespect mama, grandmama. They beat up their little sisters.
Wow.
So if they'll do this, nigga, they kicking their uncles' asses. So imagine what they'll do to me and you when they run across me and you.
I feel it.
T.I. and this is what his feeling was.
I mean, I fought my pops, my step pops, not my real pops. I fought
handle that.
A couple of niggas that was in my
You shouldn't be out here.
Not really.
Like, you're a grown ass.
I almost fought my uncle. I fought my pops for sure. I almost fought my uncle.
You should let a kid be
like
a kid.
More cousins.
A 19-year-old is not a kid.
It's not really like I'm after my aunts, my grandmas, and my mom.
A 19-year-old is not a kid.
Duh.
Smoking weed, toting guns on camera. Long before he get to Charleston. And I'm talking to the fathers.
Okay.
The kids jumped in and started speaking on behalf of the father.
They're not wrong.
I never addressed the kids.
Hey, look, especially in the black community, when you turn 18, it's time to get your black ass out.
The kids came back and said something on behalf of their daddies.
Is it possible that you could have all that privilege? And this is a genuine question for me to you. Do you think it's possible you could have all that privilege but still be street? Because I think that's what people kind of like criticize him. I speak about Boosie's child. I think his name is Tootieraw, right?
Yeah, Tootie.
Yeah, Little Tootie. His name cracked me up, but like I said, Tariq, it happens. There, no amount of money can take what type of dude you is from you. Unfortunately, I'm not saying like it's necessary to go out and do a bunch of bullshit, but a lot of people, they feel as though that's the respect they truly want. So say you already had the money, right? And you don't need no credibility. You don't have to go out and go do whatever you got to do to like get the respect you feel like is necessary. So you already got the money. You gonna push once you make a friend or Blue Eyes here. My bad, I'm running on. You know Blue Eyes from California or whatever, the rolling 90 dude or whatever. He was rich as fuck and he hung out a bunch of hood kids. It's a different sort of validation besides money. Yeah, you got the money, but are you willing to beat a nigga up? Are you willing to blah? Are you willing to blah? Are you willing to blah? Basically, you know what I'm saying?
I could imagine
the blanks.
I know Boosie probably been absent maybe sometimes
a whole bunch of time, yeah. Right?
But still, you know, probably there was a lot of privilege there. I seen there's a bunch of people like people.
Niggas was driving brand new cars out.
Boosie's son,
I almost said never seen, but
he ain't fucking with Gunna or Boss or something like that. Basically, he don't fuck with snitches, and I'm like I'm a civilian, right? So at the end of the day, okay, I get what people might be saying about people, but like, do I really have any place to stand on?
Here's my thing. There's circumstances that are weird and they can be talked about, of course, but here's my thing. Regardless if you're a civilian or not, why would you want to be around somebody that is openly known? Now, we're talking about snitching like on his friend, like I'm telling on him so I can get out of trouble, right? If we're talking about that general version of snitching, right? You cool at hanging out with a motherfucker that you know if anything happens, he'll throw the motherfucker right near him under the bus. Now, I get there is certain little shit where it's like, bro, like, nah. But still, like, if you can just point me out, I'll tell him myself. Like, if it's me and my friends in the car, I'll tell him myself. But if you point me out, you a hoe. Because I'm going to tell him myself anyway.
On that type of stuff, like,
now, I get if your friend won't tell him himself, but that's y'all shit.
That's where we fucking up as a race. We thinking snitching applies to regular people. We got regular people shaming snitching. So I'm saying the Boosie.
No, because it's telling. If you're there's a difference between hold on. I'm sorry I keep pausing this shit. There's a difference between the nigga over there creeping on the old lady's house, blah blah blah. Me personally, I'ma just go holler at the nigga and try to beat him up. But if somebody else wants to go, doop, there's this dude, blah. I respect it, because it's like, nigga, somebody got to stop whatever's happening to these people that don't deserve it, right? Now, if you know that you got beef with these other dudes, and y'all both back and forth say, hey, we gonna fuck you up when we see you, right? Or nah, we gonna use that one, we gonna fuck you up when we see you, and you guys is telling on each other in the midst of whatever other shit y'all got going on, like, whatever extracurriculars y'all got going individually, and then y'all niggas is telling on each other with all the beef that y'all got. I know I'm making this shit sound long, but basically what I'm generally saying is that shit snitching, because y'all know y'all are doing something. Everybody agree this shit is not supposed to be talked about. Nigga, we after you, you after us. Nobody needs to go to jail for this shit because we know what time it is, right? That's more fucked up than like, hey, like, this motherfucker just is out here getting ate the fuck up by this random ass dog. Call the police. Nigga, I'm not really trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain shit. It's just, I don't know.
You ain't got one fight we know about. See, if privileged kids can't be street on, because, nigga, they got to go through the fire, too. Mm-hmm. Lil Meech can't walk in his daddy's shoes. He can only do it in that movie.
Yeah. Which, also, when I said the Tariq shit, to be fair, he got me there. When I said the Tariq shit, that's a movie, because it's like, I don't know, I guess it depends on what school you go to. If you go to a school with a bunch of other niggas that got money, but their parents is like, quote unquote, street still to a degree, you might be in there fighting a bunch of other kids just like you. So I don't really know how that works, because I say, like, I don't know, our area, the Fort State area, there's a lot of poor small towns where like a lot of kids fight for just the fucking fun of it. Not even like the like you have to, like, these niggas finna beat us up over here, we gotta watch out, like, blah blah blah. Nah, it'd be like, nigga, we in the bathroom today, niggas is body boxing all day, niggas is squabbling all day, or whatever the fuck. It just is what it is. That's the type of shit. So I don't really know if that misses anybody. There's a bunch of kids that just like, oh, that's not what I do. But hell, the rich kids at our school, or like the ones we consider rich, they was doing like the little fight night shit where they was betting money. So it's like, I can't really say who wouldn't fight. I can just say that with money, it kind of doesn't make sense why you're acting up that way. But then again, they're not the ones who earned the money, so you can't really tell them how to act. But that's just my opinion on it. Go ahead and continue to like, subscribe, and share. Continue to fuck with me. I appreciate y'all. Bye.